So for the first part of video, I removed the plastic trim just so that people can see how it looks, so you don't have to be afraid while removing it. As you can see on this end, mine is broken, and I will explain later what does that mean and how you're gonna prevent from breaking yours. But anyway, yeah, that's how it looks. It has 4 connecting points and it just gets in like that. There you go, nice and easy. And then, since this part goes underneath, I have to lift this up. We're just gonna push it in, and then here as well, just find the place, push it in. So this is how it goes back. So now the first step will be to remove the plastic trim so that we can access the second part. Very simple tool. We just need this one and the battery speed drill with T25. Can we see it? It's a better sun in here. Yep, there you go. T25. That one will do. So first part is this. Okay, that's one. It's hard to work only with one hand, but we'll manage. Okay, so there you go. I suggest you start from this end, and if your plastic is not broken like mine, you will see why I say that. Oh, baby. Okay, that's one. That's 2. Video quality is not going to be the best, but you will get the point. 3, 4. So, as you remove the 4th one, which is right here, mine is broken at this point. You're actually just supposed to slide it out and get it off. But since mine is broken, it just comes off. Okay, so this is the first pot. Just gonna leave it here. And now we have all these nice screws. The first one we need to remove, obviously, is the cover for the brake valves. So here we are. Okay. If that one comes off, I'll leave it here on the safe. There you go. So we have two different types of brake of the dash valve release handles. One works with a pin from the side. The second, newer versions, they work on screws. So you can lift it up a little bit, and there you go. Boom. Very simple to do it. Boom. Plastic comes off just like that. It has these 2 on the up, but basically just comes off by itself. So here we are. A valve. What we have here is the metal bracket. You do not touch these screws. We can see on the new valve has the screws itself. So the only ones we care are the ones on the side. Leave the valve here. So these ones is the one that we want to remove. So we have 4 of them. 4 of them are holding the metal bracket. So I'm gonna start working with them, and I'll come back in a second. Got the 4 screws out. These are the only 4, as I said earlier, that are holding the mounting bracket. As you can see now, it's free. The next step is to remove the top plastic so that we can see the air lines from behind. Very simple, just like that. Comes off. That one goes on the side. And one more is this guy here. It's not gonna be very easy for me to film it. But basically everyone would think that you want to start from the top, but actually right here, okay, and here is where you wanna hit it. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna push this one, hold it with my knee, and then this one. Look at this. Just look at this. It was super simple. Don't use any force. There you go. So we're gonna push it down on the side. And now, when we look inside, you can see all the airlines. We have 5 total. So obviously, the top 2, red, green, yellow, and brown on the bottom left, looking from here. I'm gonna mark only the red one, snap a picture of the other ones, so I make sure that all the airlines go on a spot where they belong to. So now I'm gonna go ahead, mark it, and come back in a minute. So you're able to see that I marked it down with that wire. Working through that hole and this hole is not gonna be enough. So what I'm gonna do now is remove the whole plastic piece from this end. Here I have one useless jack and one that is connected for differential lock. I only have differential lock, so I don't even have to mark it down. I'm just gonna snap off and remove that piece. I'll do it with 2 hands. I don't want to break anything. And in order to remove this plastic, obviously I'm gonna have to work all these little screws here. This one just a little bit, but enough to tip it up, because obviously this one falls under the other one. So you just need to give us a little space and we'll be able to remove the whole thing. I'll be back when I do that. Now everything is free. First thing that I did, we had three screws on this side and only 2 on this side. This just needs to be loose. As I said, this one goes under this one, so you just need it loose so that this piece can be set free. The bottom portion came easily. The top one gave me small trouble. These 2 guys. So what I did is, as it was sitting inside, I went from here and just push them down with the screwdriver, and that set it free. So basically you just need a little push here, and here came straight off. Boom. And this is the reason why that plastic portion right here was the one that was only white. Now we have a ton of space. Look at that. I can literally get my hand inside, do whatever I want. These airlines, I don't know if you can see them well from here, but they are very simple to remove. What we need to do is push the hose in, then hold this ring in while we're holding or actually getting the hose out. So basically push in, hold in, push out, and that's how we're gonna disconnect all 5 of them. And I'll be back when I do so. Thank you. So here we are, everything is disconnected, and a nice brand new dash valve. Just to go back and remind all of you, the basic rule is, if you work with if your today's project has anything to do with electricity, make sure you disconnect all the terminals from the battery. If you, however, work on something that's connected with airlines, dash valve, I don't know, brake chambers, make sure you drain the air out of the tanks. So as you see, the hoses, they definitely stayed in the form and shape that they should. So I'm just gonna go ahead, snap them on. Since I'm working from here, I'm gonna do the brown first, then the red, and then this red, then green and yellow, whatever, it's easier. But I'm definitely gonna start from this end, and we'll see how it's gonna work out. But basically that's all. Everything is gonna snap in back as it came. Don't use any force. If you're using force, probably not doing something right. So just try to look around and see where it's squeaking. All right, so everything is connected, but still loose. Still everything is loose. The air lines are plugged in. You basically just snap it in, nothing else. Snap it in, push back, and it stays there. I'm gonna build the air and put them to the test, just to see if everything works the way it should. And if everything is good, just all the plastic will go back to their place, and we can wrap up this video. Thank you for your time, and I hope this is helpful for you. Bye bye. For the end, I want to say this: every dollar you save is every dollar you make, and if it makes money, it makes sense. I called a few Volvo dealerships on replacing the dash air brake valve. They're charging between 1 hour and hour and a half. So that comes to, with tax included, probably between 130 to 240, maybe even 250. I did this by myself for the first time while recording the video in 1 hour. So if I'm about to break it apart and do it again, I'll probably do it in 25 minutes. Just wanted to say that for the record. So if it makes money, it makes sense. Thank you.